Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video, we finally got a Disney Plus confirmation for Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano. Except we probably weren't supposed to because they quickly deleted it. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. Greetings, Exalted Ones. Greetings to all you Jedi, Padawans, and younglings out there. This is Star Wars Coffee, covering everything you need to know about the latest developments, news, and leaks in Star Wars, and as always, giving you my analysis. As I announced on the channel yesterday, the Star Wars Coffee Daily Coffee Drinker YouTube memberships are live. YouTube has been kind enough to allow me to have those, and so we have 3 tiers. We have Greetings Exalted One, we have Your Worshipfulness, and we have the Unlimited Power tier, so feel free to go check that out on the channel and help me make this my only job. Thank you if the Force chooses you to pull in that direction, but let's get into it today. The Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 1 is officially out, and while we got the key return of a spoiler alert 3, 2, 1 original trilogy character in Boba Fett, we now have another pressing character to talk about today, and that is of course Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka Tano. And yes, I did say Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka Tano because she is going to be playing Ahsoka in live action. So Disney Plus on Instagram accidentally posted an image that showed Rosario Dawson is going to be playing Ahsoka Tano. So they weren't supposed to do this because this was hastily deleted. So here's the image, and it shows what does Ahsoka Tano's live action avatar look like, with the quote, Rosario Dawson is set to play the famous Clone Wars Jedi, and features a picture of Ahsoka from Season 7 of the Clone Wars. Under it, you see Who Is She, with the Sasha Banks character, and it says, Is Sasha Banks in for a cameo or joining in on the action? And of course I have several videos about that. I have one, if Sasha Banks isn't playing Sabine, she is going to be playing this character. And then I have a separate one talking about the more likely role. So you can check those out on the channel. However, this was posted by a Disney Plus account on Hotstar Premium. And for those of you wondering what that is, it is an Indian streaming service that was owned by 21st Century Fox that Disney merged with Disney Plus when they bought 21st Century Fox. So this is an official Disney Plus Instagram account, and they deleted this post rather swiftly after it came out, and the link no longer works for it, and it just takes you to the page does not exist. So luckily this was able to be screen captured, and a hat tip to the ones who were able to do that at Disney Plus Hotstar Premium. That is the account that posted this. So with that being the case, this is just more confirmation from an actual Disney Plus source. Not only is Rosario Dawson in Season 2, which we already knew from the German leak video, but now, as well as the Force FX lightsaber, we saw Rosario Dawson's likeness on that. But now we have this as well. That is a literal confirmation by Disney Plus that Rosario Dawson is going to be playing Ahsoka Tano in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. And of course, if you were a little behind in your more generic audience viewer who is back in the swing of Star Wars for the Mando season, feel free to subscribe to the channel and check out all of the other leaks and stuff pertaining to Ahsoka on the channel. But very quickly, if this isn't enough to convince you guys, let's take a walk back memory lane. And the reason I say memory lane specifically is because I'm going to insert clips from a couple of older videos where some of the things we saw in Episode 1 of Season 2 were also confirmed. So that way it kind of gives more credibility to what I'm about to be saying in these past videos. So let's check that out. So in case you think this isn't enough to confirm it and that this just might have been a marketing error, may I also remind you that Timothy Oliphant was confirmed as well, but he has also not been confirmed by Disney up until this point as well. Essentially, at this point, all we had is several Hollywood Reporter articles and other major outlets like that. So let's take a look at that history of those characters being confirmed. So we know that Ahsoka is going to be in The Mandalorian. Now I'm still seeing and fielding a bunch of comments from you guys asking, how do we know that this is true? Well, Rosario Dawson has been talked about as playing Ahsoka since 2017, and we finally have gotten from reliable outlets confirmation of Ahsoka going to be appearing in The Mandalorian. Now, Ahsoka was the Padawan learner to Anakin Skywalker and the hero of the Clone Wars. Alongside Anakin, she grew from headstrong student into a mature leader, but her destiny laid along a different path than the Jedi. And we have reports from Variety, so we have major outlets talking about how Rosario Dawson is going to be portraying Ahsoka in The Mandalorian Season 2. So Variety's article is titled, Rosario Dawson to play Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian Season 2. Another article from Forbes suggests the same thing. With Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, the Dave Filoni of The Mandalorian is complete. And then we have another one from Entertainment Weekly, who are typically always first on the Star Wars game, but we're not this time, saying Rosario Dawson admits she's playing Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian Season 2. But today we're talking about Ahsoka Tano's appearance in The Mandalorian Season 2 with a new product released by Hasbro in partnership with Lucasfilm and Disney. It is a Force FX lightsaber for Ahsoka Tano. Anyway, this Ahsoka Force FX lightsaber certainly looks like they're using Rosario Dawson's likeness for the character image. This has been pointed out by many on Twitter, and I will tend to agree with it. If you take a look at any of the animated bits from the Clone Wars or even Star Wars Rebels, this likeness of Ahsoka that we see on this packaging material does not look anything like what we would expect to see from a likeness to Ashley Eckstein's Ahsoka Tano, where it's a lot different than that actually. So you can see all of it, and you can see that this lightsaber obviously goes from blue to green. So that doesn't really give us any hint as to whether or not she'll be using what kind of lightsaber she'll be using, but if I had to take a guess, I would suspect that the two blue lightsabers that she's holding in her hand will be the ones we've seen in Season 2. Now let's not forget that KRT reported, as well as Jordan Mason reported, that the reason that we had to wait so long for a Mandalorian trailer was because they were testing out some new footage with Rosario Dawson that was recently filmed about a month ago at this point. However, that did not end up materializing, but that does not mean that the scene was not in fact filmed and that we could still be seeing it in The Mandalorian Season 2. We know that there's going to be some lightsaber action that's also been confirmed by KRT, Jordan Mason, as well as Star Wars Newsnet. They've also reported that Ahsoka will be indeed using some lightsabers. So what we can expect from this is the fact that Rosario Dawson will appear in The Mandalorian and she will be playing Ahsoka Tano. Well, there you have it. All of this evidence supporting that Rosario Dawson is going to be playing Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian Season 2. I did a video about what episode you can expect her in based off of everything that we know about Season 2, who wrote it, who directed it, and all of that, so you can check that out on the channel as well if you're interested in that. I did not include a clip of that in this video, but you're more than welcome to check out the channel. Again, thank you guys for watching. May God bless you and the Force be with you always. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it!
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.